president, which is huge. That's great. Kudos to all of you. Snaps.
That's awesome. I'm really impressed.
Yeah, I'm super impressed. Actually, and even for the fourth day, we would say that actually everybody was present all week. I know, Christine, you had to join us a bit late, but everybody came every day, which is huge. Good job.
Well, I don't know if, can you hear me, Kelsey?
Yep.
Yeah, well, it goes on, it goes on the whole group shoulders, but it falls on you, Andre, and David for the program you guys are doing. So thank you for taking the time and making it enjoyable, but a great experience. So it's just, it's like approval that everyone's here and enjoying their time. So give yourself a pat on the back, too, because it wasn't easy for you guys to get this together. So
thank you very much, Tyler. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good segue, Tyler. I wanted to just take a few minutes this morning before we jump in. So just a quick rundown of kind of how our morning is going to work, and then Dave's going to go into what the program today is going to be. We're supposed to have a brag and drag with Shannon from Diamond Studios. She popped in last week to see us. I emailed her yesterday and I haven't heard back, so I'm not 100% she's going to join us. But if not, we'll do brag and drag without her, and maybe she can join us a little later in the day just to say hi. We'll do our value proposition roulette like we normally do, but before we get into that, just to give Shannon a bit more time to join us if she can, I wanted to just take 5-10 minutes just to check in on kind of how you guys are feeling. I know yesterday we kind of had talked about that this is a lot, it's a lot of content, and we want to assure you that we don't expect you every day to get everything done that we put up. Those things are there for you to keep in longevity and refer back to as you grow your business. Some things might be super relevant to where you are now. Something's relevant to where you were a month ago. Something's relevant to where you will be in a month. But I just kind of wanted to chat about how you're all feeling and get some feedback on if there's anything that we can kind of do to help you guys. So Dave, would you mind turning off the screen so I can see everyone's faces? Thank you. So yeah, if you guys are all comfortable with it, I'll just kind of call on you. And if you could, we're going to do like a little stop, start, continue. So if you don't have anything to say, you can fully pass. And I just want to know something that you'd like us to stop doing, something that you'd like us to start doing, and something that you really like that you'd love us to continue doing. Is that good? I'm going to give you 1 minute to think about it. And then Omar is first on my screen, so he's gonna go first. So he has to think super fast, but everybody else gets at least 2 minutes.
I'm good to go.
Whenever you are ready. Actually, hang on. Let me grab my notebook.
No problem. So the question was one thing I love, one thing I'd change, and one thing I'd really like you guys to keep doing?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So one thing that I absolutely love is, even though it's only been 2 weeks, like I feel like I've known you guys for like a really, really long time. And it's awesome because like literally 2 weeks ago, we just met, right? And I feel like now we've built such strong relationships with each other. Like we can bond not just through our businesses, but through personal experiences. Like how I was sharing the records yesterday and everyone was laughing, or when Tyler's cracking jokes, or, or when we're going through the presentations and laughing. So that's one thing I really love. One thing I would change, I'll put that one last because I got to still think about that one. But one thing I really, really love is how dedicated you are to building this platform for us, because this when the virus hit, it just hit out of nowhere, and we had this incubator where we actually were supposed to go in, and it was supposed to be so hands-on. But I love how hard you guys were working to actually still bring us that hands-on experience through Zoom. And I like how we still use the drawing boards to play little games and all that kind of stuff. So that's one thing I really, really love. I love how engaging you guys are in making our businesses a little bit easier to navigate through. I don't think I'd really have anything to change personally. Is it okay if I don't say anything? Because I just can't think of one.
Yeah, we want you to be honest, and I'd like you to keep Kim's presentation in mind as you give us this feedback, that sometimes getting feedback from your customers is hard. So part of building this community is that we want you to be honest. If you have nothing to change, please don't lie to us and tell us that you do. But also, please, I hope that you feel comfortable telling us things that you may want to see changed, and we'll see what we can do. Some of it might not be
Definitely.
possible, but we'll at least take it into consideration.
Yeah, getting feedback is always hard, but it's information we all need to hear and to get used to. So better get used to it now. All
Indeed. Thank you, Omar. If you think of something at the end, you can jump back in, okay?
right, thanks.
Suraj, do you have any comments for us?
Hi, everyone. I totally agree with Omar. Like, the best part of it is actually for me is knowing all of you guys and building a relationship with you guys. I really feel that we are a really small community of entrepreneurs in London, and I believe all of us, our businesses will be like very big one day. So I'm really optimistic about that, and I really want to help you guys along the way wherever I can. So that part is really good, that meeting you guys and being in a community like this of business leaders. Second part would be like, I wouldn't want to change anything except for the fact that like, if this COVID-19 thing did not happen, the only thing I would have changed, they would have like met face to face and did everything hands on. That's the only thing I would have, that comes to my head. But yeah, everything else is really good learning experience, a lot of good content. And thank you, Kelsey, David, and Andre to organize this for us.
Thanks, Suraj. I see that Shannon has just joined us. Is she connecting? Yes, she is. Hi, Shannon. Shannon, we're just doing a really quick feedback on the week. Do you mind giving us like 5 minutes? You're welcome to listen in as well if you would like.
I'm just gonna go fill this up.
Excellent cup choice.
I know, right? This is so cute, so festive.
We'll see you in a few minutes, Shannon. Thanks for joining us.
We're back.
Kelly, can you give us a few comments?
Yeah, I mean, I really like having the guest speakers. I really like getting to know everyone. I think just like what Suraj and Omar said, like I feel like, you know, pretty close to everyone already, and you know, despite that we have never actually seen each other like face to face in real life. So that's nice. And yeah, same thing. Like I would have loved to have met everyone in person. And I guess I'm a little bit sad that like, if you guys ever do meet in person, like I'll be in Hong Kong, you know, but maybe like I'm going to come to like I'm going to go be in Canada for the summer. So like maybe we can do like a get together in the summer. Hopefully there's like a vaccine by then, you know, we can hang out in large groups, but I guess like, so that would have been something that would have changed, would have been able to like meet in real life. I guess another thing is maybe sometime, like, I guess it's not really possible because we're cramming so much time in, but sometimes I feel like I could use like an extra 5 or 10 minute break here and there. Because I get really like fatigued, and then sometimes I can lose focus a bit during some of the like presentations or whatever. Sometimes I feel like I just kind of like zone out because I get really tired. So maybe we can do like a stretch or something like halfway through, but I just hit my toaster. Pardon?
So Kristen, do you think you could lead us through some stretching at some point?
I would love to.
Wonderful. Great feedback, Kelly. Thank you so much. I appreciate your honesty too. All right, I see that Shannon's back. I'm going to do one more and then I'll pick these back up after we do our brag and drag. Okay, guys? So Aaron, you're next.
Hi. So a few things that I like is just having the guest speakers come in. It's just they bring a lot of content, and they bring a lot of wisdom too about how like what they've done in their past experience. Some things that I wish that we could change is yeah, if you guys could just like fix COVID so that we could all like meet in person, that'd be great.
On it.
And one thing I really like is just like the relationship building. Like we can like talk to each other and like meeting new people. Like this is amazing. Like I could see it like all of us becoming billionaires in the next couple of years, right? Yeah, thank.
I sincerely hope for that, and then I will be hitting you up for donations. So.
Okay.
Jared, you look like you wanted to see something, and then we'll switch into our brag and drag.
Yeah. I like what Kelly said. Maybe a little bit more of a break, even though we run past all the time. Because I like Kelly, I lose focus all the time. I'm sitting down too still. That's why my camera's off half the time. I'm walking around my room just listening to you guys. I just can't sit still for that long. But then again, if we do more breaks, it contradicts what I'm saying next. Is that I almost wish it was ended a bit earlier in the day, because I just feel like there's not enough hours in the day to get everything I want to get done. But besides that, I really like how you guys put it all together online. I'm surprised how well it's working. But those are my 2 comments.
Yeah, and I appreciate what you said about, turning off your camera and walking around. And if any of you need to do that, like Kelly, like you're saying, if you want to get up and stretch, and sometimes I do that when I turn my camera off, I'm just like pacing around my room. And
that's what I need to do.
Yeah, as long
yeah,
as
the same way. Sometimes I need to if to focus, I need to be moving.
Yeah. But just because my camera's off doesn't mean I'm not here. I'm just doing my own little fucking fidgety thing.
I can appreciate that. Yeah, and I think I see what you're saying, Jared, and I definitely hear you about that. We've ran over a few times, so we'll do our best to try and tighten that up. Sometimes that is that the speakers that come seem really enamored with all of you guys and want to keep talking, and that's really great, and we're super happy about that. But we hear you. We will try our best to try and keep them a little bit more on pace, okay?